Welcome to Art Bites. Welcome to this edition of Art Bites. And one of the best ways we can get things right is by clearing the decks. What I mean by that is making our workspace as clear and as uncluttered as possible. It's only by doing that, by getting everything that we need together in advance of starting work, that we can keep our productivity ticking over. We don't get any interruptions looking for that pencil or that brush or that paint. Everything is there, ready and to hand. It's very, very important to keep things organized. Some of us, and I admit to this myself, work in quite a messy way. My studio is not exactly the cleanest and tidiest places, and it is a problem for me. I'm constantly looking for pencils and pens and paints. If I don't get things organized before I start, I find myself being interrupted. I'm distracted. I'm looking for things. And that's not good. We want to be focused. We want to concentrate entirely on the task at hand. And to do that, we need to be organized. If I had $1 for every time I lacked confidence, I'd be a very, very wealthy man. The fact is, confidence is something that comes with practice. The more you practice, the better you get. It's like a footballer. A footballer doesn't become a professional overnight. It takes years of practice. And the more they play, the better they get. It's what separates the great from the good and the good from the bad. Just because you don't have confidence doesn't mean you shouldn't try. I began painting and drawing probably 40 years ago. I developed my observational skills by looking and seeing. They're two different things. We look at things around us and don't always notice everything about the thing we look at. I spent a lot of time looking at an object and imagining I was drawing it, taking an imaginary pencil and drawing around the outline of the object, looking at the textures, looking at the shapes, the forms, the colours, and trying to think how I would reproduce that on a sheet of paper, on a canvas, with paints or pencils. And by doing that, what I found was that I could see things that other people couldn't see, or rather could see if they were prepared just to spend a little time to pick those things out, to identify them. It's by doing that your observational skills improve. And then with practice, by drawing, trying different mark making techniques, you can combine those things together into something that resembles the object that you're looking at. Remember, what we're doing is creating an illusion. We're creating an illusion of 3 dimensions on a 2-dimensional surface. That in itself is magic. To be able to do it properly and convincingly is perhaps one of the most satisfying things you can ever learn to do. So it's worth persisting with. Of course, confidence comes with practice. That's what it's all about. It's about keeping with it, not giving up. Keep trying. Keep trying to improve each day, just one small step at a time. Soon you'll be producing work that you're really pleased with. And of course you'll get days where things go wrong. I think when I first started watercolour painting, for example, out of every 12 attempts I'd get one that I was reasonably happy with. The other 11 I'd cut up and throw in the bin. Mind you, I would advise strongly against that. It's good to keep all your earlier efforts to see how much you develop. That's a big confidence boost. Just remember that no one becomes good overnight. It could take years, but as long as you keep persisting, you keep trying, you will get there. You will improve.